Nigeria.
Absolutely, Edgar. I like what your voice is doing. It has so you gave up some money yesterday and some quick cash, right?
Just here and there. Just here and there.
You know they will catch you outside. It's going.
I'll call you.
Good morning, Nigeria. It is your favorite breakfast show of all time. Wake up, Nigeria. It's, of course, National Day for Truth and Reconciliation. Edgar should know a thing or two or not about that. It's time for us to remember, acknowledge, and heal together as a nation.
Yes, it is also National Love People Day. A beautiful reminder to spread kindness, empathy, and unity across our communities.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So make sure you join us this morning as we wake you up with hope, with truth, and of course, with love. Now, let's come together and build a stronger and brighter, more understanding tomorrow for us all.
Yes, it is Wake Up Nigeria, and you are welcome.
Yes,
it is Wake Up Nigeria. Yes, if you're watching this right now, I love you.
Aww.
Yes.
I'm not watching, but I felt that. I felt that.
All right, I'll probably tell you, so I love you.
Edgar, stop. I love you too, darling. Okay, so we have a lot packed for today. Titi is literally somewhere getting all dolled up, so she'll be joining us in a bit. We absolutely are starting off today's conversation with Bemi Giwa, who's definitely back in the kitchen to prepare some healthy, nutritious breakfast for us today.
All right, then, for a musical performance, we are joined by Owoma Emmanuel, professionally known as BB21. Now, he's a Nigerian songwriter, rapper, singer, and recording artist. We cannot wait for BB21 to give us an amazing performance.
Absolutely not.
Cheers. Ciao. Ciao. Ciao.
And of course, on parenting, we have Femi Shofoluwe, professional youth teacher and nearly 20 years of dedicated experience in teen and youth ministry. Now, he'll be discussing body wisdom, sexuality, consent, and protection from abuse.
All right. Consent. And then we have Miracle Ioma. He is a dynamic speaker, author, clinical psychologist, life coach, and spiritual shepherd. He'll be joining us for a rather controversial conversation on our relationship segment. Are arranged marriages better than marrying for love?
Very interesting topic, I must say.
Arranged marriages rather than marrying for love. That's a very interesting one there.
Finally, our guest on the couch will be Mba Uche Henry, popularly known as MC Marco Polo. Now, he's a dynamic Nigerian entertainer, content creator, and event host. Now, born in Kaduna, originally from Ebonyi State, he's known as the king of pranks for pioneering street pranks in Nigeria. Now, his creative influence has inspired many top content creators today. My name is Winfrey Agbeleshi, and it's going to be a very, very beautiful show today.
My name is Edgar Ereka. Remember that you can join us using the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC to join the conversation. We'd like to hear from you guys. Tell us what you think about what Winfrey is wearing right now and how amazing she looks. You know,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Right about now, let's actually check what the weather is going to be like. We'll be right back. Thank you so much for staying with us. My name is Winfrey Agbeleshe, and it's time for the news update right here in Wake Up Nigeria. We start off from the nation's capital, where the federal government says it is committed to resolving the impasse between the oil workers and Dangote refinery. Minister of Labour and Employment, Mohammed Dingyadi, gave the promise at the commencement of the meeting with Pengaston and Dangote Petroleum Refinery. TVC News at Joke Adisa reports.
The indefinite strike declared by the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, Pengaston, is the reason for this meeting. True to their threats, the oil workers have cut crude and natural gas supplies to Dangote Refinery, an action the oil company describes as an economic sabotage. But the oil workers insist the refusal of Dangote Refinery to allow its staff to unionize is tantamount to modern-day slavery. On the first day of the strike, all workers ensured strategic offices are shut down. These include NNPCL and regulatory bodies, the Nigerian Upstream and Petroleum Regulatory Commission, NUPRC, as well as the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA. The workers say the sacked 800 staff must be recalled. The strike is already impacting Nigerians, as the price of petroleum has risen from 890 naira per litre to between 910 and 920 naira, as queues are gradually building up at the filling stations. But the government assures of its commitment to have all issues and disputes resolved.
We have been informed that Pengaston is on strike, and a very serious one for that matter, because I never knew that they have closed NNPC itself and other subsidiaries of oil and gas industry.
At the meeting are the Minister of Finance and the Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun. In his opening remarks, the minister said the government did not understand the magnitude of the strike declared by Pengaston until now.
We want to make sure that we resolve these issues amicably for the good of everybody, for the good of our economy, for the good of the security of our nation, and for the good of our workers, and for the good of our employers as well. I want to assure Nigerians that this administration is committed to maintaining peace.
The meeting dovetails into a closed-door session as journalists were excused.
While it is uncertain when this meeting will end, what is sure is that the federal government at this tripartite meeting says it is committed to ensuring that all disputes are settled and Nigeria's economy is better for it. Joke Adisa, TVC News, Abuja.
And on the foreign scene, the U.S. President Donald Trump, after talks with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu today, declared that an end to the war in Gaza was closer than ever after Netanyahu agreed to a 20-point plan laying out the parameters of a ceasefire. The proposal, which President Trump unveiled publicly for the first time, still requires sign-off from Hamas. And there are a number of provisions contained in the plan, which the terror group has previously rejected. A senior Hamas official says the group has not seen the 20-point peace plan released by the White House. President Donald Trump says that Netanyahu will have U.S. backing to do what he has to do to destroy Hamas if the group does not agree to the plan. And on the sports scene, a special evening is in store at Stamford Bridge on Tuesday night as Benfica boss Jose Mourinho enjoys a Chelsea homecoming in the league phase of the Champions League. The 62-year-old takes charge of his first UCL game for the Eagles at his former headquarters, where both the host and the visitors seek to get off the mark in Europe at the second attempt. Now, Benfica has failed to win any of their last 7 games against English teams in the UEFA competition, and they have been beaten in each of their previous 3 competitions showdowns with Chelsea, including the 2012 and 2013 Europa League final. In other fixtures, Atletico Madrid take in Eintracht Frankfurt. Tottenham Hotspur travels to play Glimt. Galatasaray welcomes Liverpool at Istanbul. Inter Milan take on Slavia Prague. Marseille battle Ajax, while Bayern Munich face debutant Pafos FC. The FIFA Disciplinary Committee has sanctioned the South African Football Association for having fielded an ineligible player, Toboho Mohiana, in the South Africa versus Lesotho match played on the 21st of March 2025 in the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Fielding the player made South Africa guilty of breaching Article 19 of the FIFA Disciplinary Code and Article 14 of the FIFA World Cup qualifying competition. Consequently, FIFA declares the match in question must be fortified by South Africa by a score of 3-0. Now, SAFA has also been ordered to pay a fine to FIFA, while Toboho has been issued with a warning. The parties have been notified of the terms of FIFA's decision today. The forfeiture decision remains subject to a potential appeal before the FIFA Appeal Committee. So this is what Group C of the World Cup qualifiers look like after the FIFA hammer on South Africa. Benin Republic benefited from the situation as they moved to the summit of the table with a superior goal difference. South Africa are now in second, 3 points above Nigeria in third, while Rwanda sits in fourth position. Thank you so much for staying with us, and that's all we'll be taking on news and sports for this hour. There's still so much more coming up right here on Wake Up Nigeria.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to East Flash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha. I know that.
I go shoot out for you.
You already know, guys. East Flash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's East Flash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
What entertainment means to me, it means joy, it means happiness. It puts a smile on my face and the faces of people, so I use one word for it. It brings joy and happiness.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini,
I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Imagine a country with over 300 plenty languages. Why you go the only focus on Yoruba, Hausa and Igbo? Where we get a common language where they unite everybody from Oga to even Madam self and every person wey dey for street. That's why we dey introduce you 89.9 Yanga FM, the #1 urban Fiji radio station where they unite us all. From the award-winning breakfast show Waiting Day with your brother, your friend Wale Po.
Everywhere.
So Bobo.
It a joke for this side.
This na Cruise Express.
And this go be the best 4 hours of our life. Country people, make una join us.
Oh.
Now we be What's Up Naija crew. Now we they give you wetin dey sup for inside we country.
Yes, so
keep it loud.
If God be your papa, why you not gonna make Yanga?
About wahala.
Now here we dey settle all the matter.
Bro, we right here. Nobody better than we, right?
How can I whispers be that? Make I just be the last sensible voice where you go hear.
Now we be 89.9 Yanga FM.
Okay, it is time for music. It is time for some music. For musical performance, we're joined by Owomar Emmanuel, professionally known as BB21. Now, he's a Nigerian songwriter, rapper, singer, and recording artist, and he is here with me right now to give us some great music. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thank you,
awesome,
everyone.
awesome. Now, you know, you can just look at me. Just look at me, all right? Be here.
Right.
Now, I know that you rap and then you sing as well. But if you had to choose rapping or singing, which one would you rather go with?
I like the both together.
Yes, but you had to choose one. I know you can sometimes be very political and say, I'd like to do the two together. I know. Just tell me.
I think I like singing.
Singing?
Yeah.
Awesome. Just please put the mic closer to you.
I think I like singing.
All right, awesome.
Because with singing, I could work with any rapper.
All right, awesome. That's true. That's true. A great song would complement any good rap as well. Now, we're in a very interesting era of music, and I'm just wondering what your take is. Now, would you judge a great artist by the streams that they get or by the street credibility that they have? If you were to judge a great artist right now, would you say it's by amount of streams or by their street credibility?
Well, I would say I won't judge by the stream because right now there's so many artificial things to get stream. But with the street credibility.
All right, awesome. So what song are you performing for us today?
Today I'm performing Chop Chop by Baby Toa.
Chop Chop. All right, Chop Chop. So when you say chop, is it like chop chop? Chop chop like someone that likes to eat food? Or chop chop like you're slicing things like, you know, take it bit by bit? Or chop chop? What is chop chop? What does chop chop mean?
To you, it might sound different, but to me, I have to put this. What I mean by chop chop is like working as a team.
Okay.
If we work as a team, we all grow.
All right, awesome.
When I win, you win.
Okay, you chop, I chop.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that is chop chop.
Yeah.
We both chop.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for you to chop out some bits and chop out the lyrics and chop out this performance. Let's go. All right, have a great performance. It's time.
It's your boy Big Brain 21. Only one Africa, Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? West Africa, ABJ City. We bring entertainment to life. I told all my door. We chasing. Chop, 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 chop. I chop, you chop. I chop, you chop. I win, you win. I gain, you gain. No time to lose. We are top my vibe. Entertainment. We are here to place him up. In Nigeria, ABJ City. No time to waste. Tell all the guests. Let club tonight. We Tony bottle. More Azu for bottle. Yeah. Vanity, vanity, vanity. I got my best. They call it vanity. I got my crib. They call it vanity. I came to this one naked. I got everything myself. no time waste. I put my way, chasing this rap, trying to speak truths. Chop, 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 chop. I chop, you chop. I chop, you chop. I win, you win. No time to waste. I tell all my brother, put your grind. No time to play. The bees never sleep. Every day of my life, I tryna find my way. Do this music shit way back long, trying to bring rap down to Nigeria. Rap can never die. Be 21 today. Chop, chop, chop. I chop, you chop. I chop, you chop. Vanity, vanity, vanity. I got my best, you call my shit vanity. I got my crap, you call my shit vanity. Every day of my life, I tryna find my way. One love you know, bitch.
Hi, Chop. All right. That was an interesting performance, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
It was.
Chop Chop.
Yeah.
By BB21.
I chop.
You chop.
Yes.
We chop.
Chop.
It is time to actually chop. It is time to actually chop.
Yes, indeed. Wemi, it's great to have you back.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Wow. Okay, so Wemi has been with us throughout the month of September, giving us some seriously interesting nutrition tips. I know Winfrey is somewhere around. You know, she's had conversations with you as well on nutrition throughout this month. But how has it been for you? How's the experience been so far coming on the show?
It's been amazing being on the show. I've enjoyed my time with you guys, talking all about feeding Nigerians healthy food. It's been fun. We've danced. You missed the workout.
Oh, no, it was intentional.
I was hoping to see you.
Yeah, do those squats. No.
All of a sudden, now it's time to work out.
Yeah, exactly. And then I just disappeared. But really, I have to appreciate the dedication you've put into this.
Thank you so much.
And today's topic is an interesting one as well. Because Nigerian food, I have a new appreciation for Nigerian food right now, Edgar. Because, you know, for about a week, I didn't have any Nigerian food.
Yes.
I was like, I'll tell you about that later.
All right.
But then there is that debate as to whether Nigerian food is healthy or not.
Yes.
Right? So I'm going to hand it over to you and let you take over the conversation.
Yes.
Do you want me to help you do that while you're speaking?
Don't worry, Edgar.
Are you sure?
Don't worry. You're good. Your day off.
I love it.
Here we go.
So I love this question because I get it so often. Is Nigerian food healthy? It's kind of bizarre. Of course it is, right? But the issue is, I mean, if it wasn't, like, there would be no Nigeria. Like, we'd be, you know, all sick and maybe dead. But the issue with Nigerian food is the way we cook it and the way we serve it instead of balancing it. So Nigerian food in itself is the ingredients, right? Your ugu, your vegetables, your peppers, all of this is like natural food and they're all healthy at the core. But we right now are eating like, you know, we used to eat when we were wrestling and going to the farm, but everyone is like, you know, they have pretty jobs like this, like, you know, we're sitting at a desk, and it's all about reimagining and rethinking how we eat to support our goals. So your carbs, your rice, you can't be eating rice that's like this. Of course, that's going to be a sugar crash, right? You need to be eating more balanced place to actually fuel your goals. Understand what it takes to maintain your body weight. Understand what it takes to move well, to eat and not feel like sleeping or crashing. You know that feeling when you eat and you just want to sleep? It's not the eba, it's the quantity of eba. Exactly.
Okay.
Right? So,
but some people actually do that intentionally. They want to eat to just feel that feeling of exhaustion and just... You know,
but
they want that. They want that.
I wanted to ask, because you mentioned while you were speaking that it is the way we make the meals.
Yes.
All right. So I am sure that there are some tips that you can give or some things that you've noticed that the way we do it that is wrong. Can you just talk about that a bit?
Absolutely. So in terms of the way we make our foods, I really like to look at methods of cooking, right?
Okay.
We love to deep fry. And deep fry was essential when we had no other ways of preserving our food. So they would deep fry things and we would smoke things and all of that, right? But now, you know, you have a freezer. You don't have to deep fry in oil.
Air fryer.
The oil thing is particularly dangerous because Nigerians reuse the oil. And there's something about when you use oil and you take it to a heating point and you reuse that same oil, like it just forms like really harmful chemicals and toxins that is now in the food that you're eating. So there's that. So you can oven bake your food, you can pan fry, but like soaking it in oil is just unnecessary calories. We need to embrace more cooking methods that we already have organically, like steaming, like we used to steam a lot, like things like moi moi, right? Smoking is also a great way of, you know, like adding flavor without oil.
And excessive spices as well.
Exactly.
Smoking gives it this nice
taste.
Flavor,
Yes. Even speaking of spices, right, we need to embrace like really seasoning our foods with like, you know, natural herbs, which we have so much of, and it gives that authentic flavor and taste. My stance is that you can still use oil and all of these things, but it shouldn't be an excessive amount. Like, why are we cooking stew and the pot of stew, you will see oil swimming on top? Like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean?
So you know, so that floating oil seems like a rite of passage for some people.
Why?
Like when if you're passing a buka and then you see, you know, the stew, and then there just doesn't happen to be that whole 2 inches of oil floating on top.
But sometimes it's about the quantity, though. It just helps increase the quantity, and then they have like water as well.
And then you're drinking oil. How does that sound? Come on.
If it's sweet, it
sounds like heaven to some people.
If it's delicious, okay.
But what we're going to do here today is actually showcase how to prepare a proper portioned Nigerian meal.
Yes.
Right?
I'm very excited. The question I get a lot is swallow healthy? Can you eat swallow? Do you have to give up swallow to get a flat tummy? And the answer is you don't have to give up swallow to get a fat tummy, but you have to change the way you eat swallow. So again, I bring in my Afro-Bowls method where you're looking at your carbs being 20% of your plate, lots of protein and fiber.
We still have to have this conversation a little later on, though.
All right.
Because there's still so much more to come on the show. Baby's going to be here with us, right, Edgar?
Yes.
All right, it's going to be a great rest of the show. We have a quick break. Stay with us.
Do you think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
Come 1st October as Nigeria marks 65 years of independence. We pause to ask a profound question. Who is a Nigerian? At 65, the question of our identity and nationhood has never been more urgent. What does it mean to truly be Nigerian?
we all have a responsibility to protect this democracy because it is the only system that guarantees our freedom.
What do we owe this nation, and what does this nation owe us?
If the citizens are not standing to hold the government accountable, if we are not raising the question that we need to raise about the kind of middle class and the kind of political class that we have today, it is very difficult for us.
Speaking as panelists are Lanre Issa Unilu, Director General, National Orientation Agency; Kadaria Ahmed, Media Entrepreneur, CEO, Daria Media; GT Ogunye, a constitutional lawyer and social commentator; and Kenneth Okenwa, a lecturer at the University of Lagos. The panel will be moderated by Nifemi Oguntoye. Join TVC News Town Square on this conversation for every Nigerian, a dialogue that could shape our future. Wednesday, October 1 at 6 p.m.
All right, it is time for What's Up and About, where we pick up a story on social media and we just talk about it. Now, today's story is not a very interesting one. It is sad, painful as well. I have my friends here, and this is something that has happened to our industry, and we really just need to talk about it. I would allow Winfrey to take this.
Yeah, so this is not just a story that was picked up social media, and that's because this particular one is actually quite, I mean, it hits home, right? Because Sumi Somtochukwu was a friend of mine. She was a beauty queen, Miss World Tourism Nigeria 2023. She represented Nigeria at the international competition. She was a lawyer, and she was a news anchor and reporter with Arise News, and it's really, really sad. I mean, I saw the message and the post last night, and it was just really, really heartbreaking to literally see. Sumi was bright. She was very, very bright. We've had her on Wake Up Nigeria when she actually won her competition. We had her, we interviewed her at the other office, and she was bright. She was one of those girls that you knew literally did not just come by regularly, right? She was a sharp girl. She studied law in Netherlands. She came back in Nigeria. I remember having that conversation with her, talking about like why she decided to come back, consider everything that's happening at home. And she was literally like, see, she loved this country. She was also a graduate. She literally just graduated from the SPPG School of Politics and all of that in Abuja. Like that was like last year. So now that's her picture during her call to bar ceremony, and it was just so heartbreaking to lose, I would say, someone you could refer to as a light. She was such a bright mind, and she had so many plans and so many dreams. I remember having a conversation with her. She was talking about when she was here in Nigeria, she was in Lagos rather. She was telling me about her struggles and how she literally just decided to take her happiness into her own hands and move forward and do things she really loved and really cared about. I remember we were going to have a conversation. I think more than anything, that's actually what breaks me. The fact that we were going to have a conversation, and we kept on saying, I was going through our chats last night, and I was just totally and utterly devastated, to be very honest. And to hear that she literally died by an armed robbery attack at her home in Katampe, literally, I mean, just even makes the matter worse, because it's like, Nigeria, what are we doing? We're losing young, bright minds to the insecurity of this country. Like, okay, fine, something has to be done. I don't want to go on for so long. Something definitely has to be done. Yes, and of course, also on the 14th of August, 2025, she actually made this tweet, which actually said, I pray from the depth of my heart that Nigeria never happens to me or anyone I care about. This was literally, I mean, you can see the number of views it had there. She made this post at 2:18 p.m. and to think of the fact that what she feared the most was literally what happened is just absolutely tragic.
Extremely tragic situation. Apparently, the whole situation is still under investigation. It does feel like there are a lot more questions than answers as of right now. Extremely young, bright, energetic personality just being snuffed out. It's said that it was a robbery. There's not many details about what sort of robbery it was, how it happened, what could have happened to her, whether she was, you know, hurt or something like. Nobody really knows the details. All we really know is that, you know, a bright star has been snuffed out. Her light's just been blown out for no reason, no good reason. And what she said there in her tweet, "May Nigeria never happen to you," is something that I believe we should talk about.
Yeah.
And since we don't have the details as to whether she was rushed to hospital, whether she was given medical attention, whether there was even emergency services called in the phone, we don't have all that information. Saying "May Nigeria not happen to you" it's not just something that's sadly synonymous with Nigeria, but it is something that needs to be addressed. Security in terms of lives and property, armed robberies are things that happen a lot more frequently than people like to admit. And there was a time we used to hear about it. Every other newspaper article was about robberies.
Yeah.
But we don't hear about them much anymore until someone in the public space, you know, is affected. It's something we really need to address. Hopefully the authorities are taking extra care and measures, especially during these Ember months, which is another conversation in itself. I wanted to, you know, ask Gbemi about, you know, if she wanted to contribute to this particular conversation, because you've also been abroad. You've you know, traveled the world. Have you know, had conversations regarding security and coming back home to Nigeria?
Yeah. I think it's a very tough one. My mom actually was the first person to share this story with me because she knows that I live alone. And, you know, African parents are always like, you know, young ladies living at home.
Yeah.
And for me, I find it so sad that we don't have that kind of security or safety. Like, to feel safe here, you need to buy your own safety, you know, through your guards, through, you know, the locks and the cameras, and just all these extra steps in a country that, you know, in a place where you should be getting that from the country. So it's, for me, it's very sad, especially to see someone so young with so many hopes. I'm sure, like, it's just a tough conversation to have, and I just hope that, you know, Nigeria gets better.
And of course, may, you know, God give her family the fortitude to be able to bear such a loss, such a bright young lady. Now, Edgar, earlier on we mentioned this Ember Months thing. And I think this is like a call to action for everyone. If you haven't, you know, checked your security, checked your, if you've not installed cameras.
Basic security upgrades.
Yes, exactly.
Try to get stronger locks, try to get burglary proofs and all the rest. Make sure your routes are not predictable. Your routines are quite different as well, because sometimes with robbers, they get to study people and they try to understand, you know, how your patterns, you know, so make sure that you are doing things differently. You know, the reason why I'm not even saying it with so much confidence is because, again, there is really little or nothing one can do with certain cases like this. You know, you say, okay, why were you at home alone? But what do you expect the person to do? Or why are you working late at night? Or she closes, say, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. What do you expect this person to do?
It happened in the morning.
Yeah, it happened in the morning. So I'm just saying, like,
in the morning.
In daylight.
And in, like, I mean, it's just a very sad one, to be very honest. She was literally just 29 years old, few months to celebrating her 30th birthday. And it's just really sad that, I mean, this had to happen. So yes, it did happen yesterday morning, which is actually Monday morning. And we're not, as TC said, we're not clear on the details, what exactly transpired. But then again, I'm sure as we go, because right now the matter is actually interesting to note as well that the situation is actually under investigation. The police are definitely aware, and they're definitely looking out for the perpetrators and all of that. But I think something that also hit me was how quick the message actually went out there. Because this is something that happened yesterday morning, and as at 6 p.m., 7 p.m. yesterday, it was literally out already in public. So now Arise News literally posted it first up on their social media page. And I'm sure, I want to believe that, I mean, due process was taken to literally probably contact the family or like have conversation with the family, and then there was a confirmation of some sort before that publication went out. However, I would actually say that it would have made sense to me,
to
right?
sort of
I
give it
did
time.
put
Yeah.
I did put her picture up, but I did take it down because I just felt that no matter what, in a situation like this, I mean, 24 hours is too short.
A time.
Do you understand? To allow the family grieve for her, because I mean, if you actually go on social media and see the post you see the comments and all of that. I know I saw a number of comments talking about how I'm not like her family is not even fully aware. Something similar to that. However, this is not verified. Do you understand? However, my point is, I mean, I just felt like the speed. It just seemed quite insensitive for the message to actually be put out there so much. For me, it was actually someone in the pageant space, right? She was a reporter, someone that would normally post pictures on social media and everything. And then all through that period, I'm sure if in her lifetime she trended, she would have loved it. Now, that's an image of her representing Nigeria at the international stage. And she was such a bright light. And I will keep on saying that because she actually had hosted a part of my pageant conference and all of that, and she actually hosted one of the fireside chats. And I mean, I remember how she literally always pushed and pushed. She always send me messages, send me posts, and tell me, "Oh, I'm doing this, I'm sorting this out, I'm sending you small jobs, I'm literally bringing this." And this was someone that I was even blown away. I was like, okay, fine, like, why are you so interested and invested? But then again, speaking to people around her, that was the kind of person she was. And it's just so sad. So back to what I was saying, right? With regards to grief, I mean, I feel it would be nice to actually just allow the family grieve.
Have a little bit of time.
Have a little bit of time to have that moment, right? Grieving her. Because, I mean, to think of the fact that is like her body was probably not even cold yet before the message was actually put out there. And
so I think, to be honest, I think the only reason why they must have done that is because you know how stories fly, and then they're sure that because she has friends in the industry, she is quite popular as well. People will probably start taking this news out there, so they just wanted a case where, you know, before people start saying, oh, the company doesn't really care about her and all the red, let's just put out something. Right?
As much as I understand that, so it's like it can be seen in different ways. Of course, let's take charge of the narrative before it spins to something else. However, it could also be because now, like a lot of speculations are literally going on. Do you understand? I know people are just alleging that, oh, it could have been an assassination, blah, blah. Do you understand? So all sorts is literally already coming up. But then again, this actually put it out there that make sure you verify any information before you actually put it out there or tell it to somebody and or post it, right? It's actually very important. But I still stand by what I stand. Whether you're trying to control the narrative or not, give the family time to grieve. And to be very honest, that kind of public information, I mean, should probably come from a family member. That's my take.
So just on a final note, really, for this segment, please take care, you know, call family members, friends, ask them to bolster up on their security measures this final quarter of the year as we go into October. As she tweeted in August, may Nigeria never happen to you. Let's wrap it up with that and say, of course, rest in peace, Somi. Let's take a quick break, everyone. We'll be back after this.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to E-Splash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Helper. I know that.
I go shoot out for you.
You already know, guys. E-Splash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's E-Splash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw ether material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known, for when the wailing stops, The pieces settle down in abject beauty, erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Level 2, electrified fence.
Space is terrifying. Let's get out of here.
Hey, Nick fam! Remember, Nick on TVC is your one-stop for engaging children's shows like El Tigre, Paw Patrol, SpongeBob SquarePants, Kung Fu Panda, and lots more to keep the kids glued to their screens. Catch us on Mondays to Fridays at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on TVC.
Welcome back. Now, I know you probably know someone, or you might even be someone who's interested in putting out some music. Even if it's because maybe you've been in your church choir, or maybe you've just loved gospel music, you've probably considering, getting more information regarding how to promote such music once it's produced. Today we have a guest with us, Mr. Kehinde Amore. He is the CEO of Kenny Music Agency. It's great to have you here.
Yeah, it's a great honor. I was here last year, October. It's a great honor anytime you call on us. And on behalf of Kenny Media Agency, thank you for this opportunity.
Oh, you are so welcome.
Yeah,
you are so welcome. So how has it been going since last time you were here and now? What have you been able to achieve?
Yeah, the company, we have been able to partner with international companies to be able to service most of our clients, because we realize that a lot of them, because of lack of information, they keep repeating the same thing over and over again. And we know that lack of knowledge will make them not to achieve their goals. So that's why we have done a lot of, we have grown so to an extent.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
So I'm thinking about the industry as a whole. Gospel music has grown in leaps and bounds over the past decade. But it's always been a powerful source of inspiration for so many. I know at least 60-70% of my friends wake up with gospel music or inspirational music in the morning. So there is a space there, a gap that needs to be filled. But then there's now streaming, and people don't really understand how to make money with streaming. Do you give this advice to your clients, and how do you go about it?
Yes, but the first thing they need to do is to develop themselves, you understand?
Okay. So it's about the personality first, not just how to make money.
Yeah, don't look at the money.
Okay.
You understand? Be a kind of person that will make impact. When you look for impact first, the money will follow you later. So that's what we advise them to do first.
Okay, so are there different types of artists, musicians? Do you have a specific focus? Is it for bands, or is it for just vocalists? Talk to us about who you work
any
with.
kind of music. So far, it's a gospel song. Any kind of music we deal with, so far is gospel.
Okay.
Yes.
And so they come to you with their music, or do you help them produce it?
No, some of them come to us, some of them consult us as company.
Okay.
So that's how we see
So let's talk about the process. As soon as you meet someone you feel has potential, what sort of conversations do you have with them?
Yeah, what we do is to listen to the song so we can give them the right advice.
Okay.
You understand? So, and a lot of them, like I said, they keep doing the same thing that is not working.
Okay.
If you want to see a different outcome, you have to change. That's why we have a mentorship program at Kenny Media Agency. What is working, we will tell you what you need to do to implement so you can see a different outcome, you can see a different result. Because we see a lot of potential, but sadly, a lot of them are not promoting their songs. And that's why we see that it's the same face every time. You will see the same face year in, year out. Because
at different concepts.
Yes,
right?
because they are not doing what they are supposed to do. They are not going all out for their music. You understand? And
so going all out for a secular musician and going all out for a gospel musician is two different things.
Yeah.
Or is it the same thing?
It's almost the same thing. Even though you
How do you balance it? Because obviously gospel music is written with, you know, the guidelines of the word, right?
Yeah.
And even certain performance standards. There are some things you cannot do in a gospel music video, for instance, that would promote a secular music video. So how do you balance that?
Yeah, it depends, because you can do anything so far you are not committing sin, just to push your song. Yeah, so they are different things. But I feel like we are in 24th century, as you see. So you can do anything so far you are not sinning against God, to push your song for people to see. That's why I mean by going all out.
So you've mentioned about 3 times, you know, there are some things that a lot of musicians are doing wrong, but you've not exactly said what they are doing wrong. Is there something common that a lot of musicians are doing wrong?
They don't analyze the result they have. And as a musician, you're supposed to work with a consulting firm, so they can tell you what is working. That's what we do at Kenny Media Agency. We appreciate where you are and we'll tell you what you need to do to get to the next level. What you need to do is going all out, promoting your song, putting your song on playlists. Uploading your song on digital platform is not promotion. You have to put it on playlists so that people that are on that playlist can see your song and engage to it. But we see people doing old things that are not working, sharing it on their social media. When you share it on your social media, is good, but it's not enough. Some of them do not have the audience that will get those songs. So you need to go out of your way, give people, most especially, that's what we do at Kenny Media Agency. We'll do challenge for you.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we'll
like
do
TikTok challenges and the like.
To the extent, one of our client songs recently went viral. And
Which one?
I don't want to mention because we want to make it private. So her song went viral and over 50,000 people have created video with her song. So when you see the artist I'm talking about, the hunger is there. She's hungry to succeed because there's no month we don't drop new song for her, you understand? So that is some of the things that they are missing out.
All right. I'm really interested in this process. I know that there's some aspects of it that you cannot share here because that's, you know, that's, of course. But now let's talk about the church itself and gospel music in the church. I always had this weird mindset that we know these gospel songs once a church choir has started performing it. For instance, we know Gaze Baba's No Turning Back, right? In every other church now, during, you know, praise and worship, they've remembered that good old song, I've decided to follow Jesus, because of the fact that he, you know, put that song out there. But where do you stand regarding promoting music in the church?
Yeah, you can still promote song in the church, most especially when you get people online. Some of them can create, most of these songs that went viral is maybe through TikTok. When it's being shared on TikTok, when people are creating videos, that's when you see some of these churches, some people will be using it for their videos, and maybe some churches will see it and start singing it in their choir. So everything boils down on promotion. When you do the right promotion, a song that you did not even think of, people will start picking it that they want to sing it in their church choir. Most especially, we'll handle challenge for clients, you understand, to the extent that there will be a financial reward, maybe anybody with highest engagement, you understand. So we do it in such a way that even after the challenge, other people can even pick the song and decide to do video with the song. It's a means of promotion.
Kenny, I'm so happy you came to come talk to us about this. And hopefully our friends at home have gleaned some of this information. But honestly, good luck with the next few projects you're working on. I know some other artists are working with you, and we can't wait to hear their music.
Thank you so much.
Okay then, so that musical dream is not too far away. You heard it here. It is possible to have your song go viral. All you need is a team like Kenny's. We are taking another quick stop right here in the kitchen. We're stopping by to find out how Gbemi is doing. Winnie is standing there with Edgar on this one. It's all yours.
Absolutely. Welcome back into the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. I mean, still here with Gbemi Giwa. And today she's in the kitchen cooking. And I'm like, oh, this is such a cute bowl.
It's so cute.
Like, do you feel like when you serve your food in like
smaller
and then cuter bowls, it literally just gives you that, you know?
stick to the plan.
You stick to the plan.
I believe in eating with your eyes.
Eating with your eyes, right? I do that first. I'm telling you, if it doesn't look appealing, All right, so tell me what we're doing right about now.
Okay, so here we just prepped some seafood okra.
Okay.
And we're also prepping some efo as well.
Okay.
But what's interesting is I'm also boiling my water for some my eba, my swallow, right?
Okay.
And one of the biggest questions again that we talk about is swallow healthy or not for you?
Exactly. So that was actually my next question, because I'm like, Gbemi comes here to give us nutritional tips. Which one is she making about for us this morning?
You see this? This portion?
Yes.
This is your portion.
That's the portion.
Of your dry.
I have a question. Please. Is it right?
Okay.
Keyword here, right?
Yes.
To have ebas for breakfast.
Me, I can eat eba for breakfast.
It's not done now.
No, it is not done.
So, okay, what's your argument and what's your argument?
Okay.
See,
let's start with...
Go first.
See, first of all, tush. When you want to be tush, all right? There are some certain meals you don't take, in the morning.
Okay.
You can have bread and tea. You can have, eggs and, I mean, like English breakfast. That is what you have as breakfast.
As you said, English breakfast. Where are you from, Edgar?
I'm speaking English now.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm from Edo.
Yeah, from Edo. In your village, what do they eat?
Exactly.
That's rest on that.
Please.
Okay. So now, what is your argument for having swallow in the morning?
I mean, the colonialists left when they left.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they did.
Exactly.
Like, we need to eat our food and own our own narrative.
Okay.
Eba for breakfast is amazing. Eba is a fermented, what's it called, fermented food, so it's great for gut health.
Okay.
Again, the issue is because it's a carb, it can be really high in sugars.
Yes.
But how you balance that is that you make sure you have a nutritious soup. So things like okra soup is one of my favorites. It's like literally pure veg, very little oil. You can add a lot of protein in there.
Yes.
It's so good and so healthy.
It's really good.
Something like efo as well is really good because again, it's a lot of vegetables. You know, when you cook it with a reasonable amount of oil, adding your protein as well is really good. Even things like egusi, ogbono, all of them are part of a whole nutritious diet when we cook them the right way. So the only thing I would say is if you're trying to lose weight, because there's two things. You're trying to lose weight, feel free.
Explore.
But there's also you're managing your health, right? Because you also want to manage your health.
Yes.
But if you're trying to lose weight, typically, if you're around my height, my build, I would recommend this.
Just one of that.
And this is a dry scoop of whatever swallow, right?
Okay,
and then you're going to add it to water. It's going to bulk up a bit, and then you get I'll show you the portion very soon.
All right, no problem. I'm looking forward to that one. But then again, very important to note that Gary also has fiber.
Of course.
Right? It's very high in fiber content, and that's really good. And of course, eating it in the morning also helps because fiber burns slowly, right? So it actually keeps you fuller for longer.
Tomorrow people start eating
Some people will leave Gary in the morning, drink Gary, they have to eat about night. Then that's not saying it's Gary. There's also people that told them to eating Gary every time, eating Gary.
If you're drinking Gary and you're eating it with great
Gary in the morning.
5 tablespoons of sugar,
eat
no
Gary,
protein.
drink
No, that's not what I said.
So now since we're talking about drinking Gary, let's actually talk about this now.
Yeah.
So what's the best way? What best way would you say is the most nutritious way to soak Gary?
Soak Gary, nutritious way. Okay, if I had to do it, I would do it without sugar to start with.
Without sugar?
Yeah.
Honey.
Honey and Gary, that's weird.
That's weird, right?
Even if you added a bit of sugar, be reasonable with your sugar proportions.
dates powder.
Okay, that's a good one.
Sugar.
That's a good one as well.
Or cane sugar.
Or cane sugar. Okay. I would also add granite because that would add some sort of protein, right? And I would eat it with chicken.
Or,
I would just eat it like that.
Sprinkle a little bit of pepper.
No,
pepper. Do you put pepper in your Gary?
Yeah, no, I don't put pepper on my Gary, but I put pepper on my chicken.
Gary, inside your Gary and pepper. Try it.
Edgar started. Today is a day of truth.
Nigerians are the problem. Nigerians are the problem. Why are we eating Gary and pepper?
I want you to just try it. Just try it one evening.
What of milk?
Ew.
All those rich, all those they're from rich.
Yeah,
That's what you like.
Don't do that.
That was small cube of ice
Some
block.
coconut flakes.
It's coconut flakes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's what you like. No, but if you want healthy, balanced recipes, check out my book now.
Definitely.
My Afro-Bo's book.
Yes.
So that's where we have all the balanced recipes.
All right.
Onion.
I mean,
Gary and onion.
Onion.
Can we leave Edgar of this chat?
Yes.
Yeah, let's leave it. Like he's in his own
So we
league.
need to go on a break right about now, but there's so much more happening right here. Chef, no, she's not a chef.
Yes.
She's a nutritionist, and she's definitely putting together some eba and some okra with some seafood and some fish and some all of that great stuff. But we're going to a quick break, and when we come back, there's still so much more happening right here on Wake Up Nigeria.
You don't try Gary and onions before. Gary.
Are you being for real?
We don't like to eat better, more nutritious meals, more veggies, but we want it tasty and easy too. Knorr Cubes, that's the secret. Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic, and enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too. That's the cocoa. Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate.
The Renewed Hope Initiative RHI presents the RHI Green Nigeria Challenge. Go green today for a greener tomorrow. This national competition is in 3 categories. The household category is a tree planting competition amongst 11 frontline states in northern Nigeria. Each participating household in Adamawa, Borno, Bauchi, Gombe, Jigawa, Kano, Katsina, Kebbi, Sokoto, Yobe, and Zamfara states will plant a minimum of 1 tree to qualify, with a video evidence of before and after the tree planting exercise. 20 million naira will be awarded to the best household. Submission deadline is 20th December 2026. Community category will see local governments, local communities, schools, and NGOs reclaim and transform degraded or abandoned areas such as dump sites, landfills, parks, and their likes into green, vibrant gardens, parks, and eco-friendly spaces. 50 million naira would be awarded to the overall best community group. Deadline for submission is 15th July 2026. States category will have all states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory, excluding Enugu State, have a chance to address the growing threats to environmental sustainability and cleanliness. States will be judged based on the number of trees planted on major roads and inner streets and how clean they are. 100 million naira will be awarded to the best performing state. Already, Enugu State has 100 million naira for being RHI's model green state due to its greenery and cleanliness. Video evidence must be submitted by participating states on or before 20th December 2026. All entries must be directed to RHI Office, State House, Abuja, or email rhi.greenchallenge@statehouse.gov.ng. RHI Green Nigeria Challenge. Go green today for a greener tomorrow.
Right, welcome back, Nigeria. welcome back. Wow, if you thought the first hour was fire, just wait. We are just getting started.
Absolutely. Now is the second hour on this beautiful, beautiful Tuesday morning right here on Wake Up Nigeria, where the energy gets higher and the vibes get even better. Now, there's no snoozing allowed around here.
Yes, no snoozing. We've got truth, love, laughs, and maybe a little mischief coming you never can tell. I have something off my sleeves every single time.
So, of course, make sure you buckle up, grab your coffee or tea, and let's wake up Nigeria with a smile.
It is that show where everyone is happy, everyone has a great time. My name is Edgar Erica, and you're still watching. Okay, let me
no, you're still watching.
Yeah, good.
My name is Winfrey Agbelish, and we're literally and figuratively cooking right here in the kitchen. We've had Abemi Giwa in the kitchen whooping up some nutritious swallow, right? Some nice herb and some vegetable. And see how she so seriously has work. So impressive.
Yes.
All right, so now let's get into what we have left on the show today.
All right, now on parenting, we have Femi Shofulu, and now he's a passionate youth teacher with nearly 20 years of dedicated experience in teens and youth ministry. Now, he'll be discussing the topic, body wisdom, sexuality, consent, and protection from abuse. That's deep. That's deep.
It is. Now, Miracle Hyama is a dynamic speaker, author, clinical psychologist, and of course a life coach and spiritual shepherd. Now, he'll be joining us for a rather controversial conversation on our relationship segments, where we'll be talking about are arranged marriages better than marrying for love?
Ooh.
Edgar, what do you think about that?
These days, it's not easy to get married. However you get married, just marry.
Just marry.
Just
wow.
marry first.
Marry first, love later.
Yes.
And finally on the couch, we'll be having Mbam Uche Henry, probably known as MC Marco Polo, a dynamic Nigerian entertainer, content creator, and event host. Now, he was born in Kaduna, but originally he hails from Ebonyi State. Now, he's known as the king of pranks for pioneering street pranks in Nigeria. His creative influence has inspired many top content creators around the world today. So now make sure you keep on sending in your comments. We definitely love to know what you think. Use the hashtag We're From Nigeria on all social media platforms. You find us there. Yes. Right about now, let's check out what the weather is like.
Hello and welcome back. Now, it's Tuesday, and we have parenting as a conversation staple on Tuesdays on Wake Up Nigeria. For the fourth time. This is the 4th episode of fifth time this month. We are having Mr. Femi Shofolue, a passionate youth teacher with over 20 years of dedicated experience in teens and youth ministry. Now, he's driven by a strong desire to raise exceptional young adults, and he founded Lick His Library, a free learning hub that gives teens and youth access to books and resources for growth. He's also the convener of the Student Success Summit, an impactful platform that equips students in secondary school and tertiary institutions with tools for academic excellence. It's great to have you back in the studio.
Good morning.
And if we continue with your background and your CV, we'll be here for the whole segment. What you've done for your industry is incredible, and thank you for everything you do.
Thank you so much.
So this conversation on body wisdom, sexuality, consent, and protection feels like a very huge conversation.
It is, but we can break it down.
We can break it down. The term, for those that don't understand the term body wisdom, how would you break it down for them?
Well, body wisdom is all about letting children know that their body is a gift from God to them, and it is meant for them to enjoy life, identify themselves, and make the most of it while they're here on earth.
Okay. Say that one more time for me. I want to break it down the way you said it. Say it one more time for me.
I said, body wisdom, right?
Yes.
I said it's about letting children know that their body is a gift from God.
A gift from God.
To them. One,
so
for
it's not
identity.
Something they should be ashamed of for any reason.
They can't be ashamed of it because they didn't create it. Whatever you don't have control over, you have no right to be ashamed of it.
Okay.
It is given to you for your identity and then to make the most of life while you live.
It does feel like a lot of young people feel maybe a little oversensitive about certain parts of their body because of the way their parents or or elders, siblings around them have referred to them. Maybe that kind of, oh, see your head, or see her from behind, or see her chest, that kind of thing. And I feel like it's really ingrained a mentality of shame in a lot of young people. Now, when you touch on body wisdom, understanding your body is a gift from God, it feels like a very long journey trying to explain to a young person that what they have is a gift. Have you come across any young people you've had to sort of tutor or sort of help them relearn how to understand
a lot of them.
Okay.
You see, one thing about body is that there is no definition to what it's supposed to be the appropriate size of any body part.
Okay.
While I was in secondary school, I had a friend, I won't mention his name. His mouth is a bit, on the other side, it's a bit bigger than most children's mouth. But because of the kind of parent he had, he carried himself in such a way that he made almost all of us in the class with him to want to have bigger mouth than we normally, than we had already. One thing about your body part is this: you didn't create it, and there's no dictionary that gives the appropriate size for any body part. What you have is what you need. And the truth is this: if we engage with what you have, the way you are created, you are going to profit a lot from it. I remember the story of Oprah Winfrey. There was a time they said she was looking for a TV show opportunity, and they were telling her she was too big, and she was actually trying to reduce. And all of a sudden, a producer saw her and said, where is that girl? I need her exact body shape to be able to fit to the program I want to do. They said if she has lost just a little bit, she may never get that opportunity. And that was the beginning of her breakthrough in the TV industry.
That is such a great way to explain it to someone. I have to sort of segue into the issue of sexuality and consent now, because first of all, I want to start from which age group do we begin to have this conversation regarding sexuality and consent? From how old?
From the moment your child can understand, as early as even 1 year old, there are age-appropriate, discussion that you can have with your child on the issue of sex and sexuality. And if you don't give them the age-appropriate information when it is needed, it becomes a problem when they grow up. You understand? Your children should not be hearing about the word sex for the first time outside the house. From the let me tell you, they watch TV, they see people kissing at the very minimum, at the very least. So as a parent, you hold them the responsibility to teach them about sex and sexuality. Age-appropriate teachings, they are available there everywhere. I think I've shared some also on my page. When you have a child, look for age-appropriate teaching and give to them. Some of us, it is in biology, SS3, SS4, SS1, SS2, that we begin to learn about sex and sexuality. But that shouldn't be the case, you understand? As
so
a
it's
parent,
a responsibility of the parent. Now, we have to take a short break, but we're going to come back and talk about consent and what exactly it means, especially for young people. The parenting segment continues after this.
In the beating heart of Owerri, business never sleeps. From sunrise to sundown, the wheels keep turning. And behind the scenes, vision meets action. Governor Hope Uzodimma's leadership has turned manifestos into reality, transformations that feels like a miracle. But progress needs peace, and in Imo, it's not left to chance. From land to sky to river deep, guardians are watching, protecting dreams and opportunity. At Orashi's quiet shore, hydropower is rising, set to energize a growing economy. The change is visible. New roads emerge, industry hums, communities come alive. At the center, a digital revolution. 500,000 young minds trained each year to build the future. As Orashi rises, so does Imo and the hopes of a hard-working people. A new Imo is on the rise.
We don't like to eat better, more nutritious meals, more veggies, but we want it tasty and easy too.
Knorr cubes, that's the secret.
Made with real ingredients like chicken, parsley, and garlic, and enriched with iron, so your meals are better for you and more delicious too.
That's the cocoa.
Let's give it some accolades. Change your world by changing what's on your plate.
It is with great joy and a deep sense of honor that I, Senator Hope Uzodimma CON, Governor of Imo State, on behalf of the government and the good people of our dear state, warmly welcome the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, on an official visit to Imo State alongside the National Chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Professor Ntawe Iweta, the Senate President, His Excellency Senator Godswill Akpabio, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, Governors of the All Progressives Congress APC, and other leaders of our great party, the APC, on Tuesday, 30th September 2025. During this historic visit, Mr. President will commission a number of transformative projects that eloquently demonstrate our shared commitments to progress. These include the fully rebuilt Owerri-Mbise-Obowo-Umuahia Road, 2. A brand new flyover connecting Port Harcourt and Onitsha roads with major upgrades around the Assumpta Cathedral roundabout, Owerri. 3. The ultra-modern Emmanuel Nwayamo International Conference Center and other signature projects. In addition, President Tinubu will, as Chief Guest of Honor, unveil my latest book, A Decade of Impactful Progressive Governance in Nigeria, a reflection on our journey as a party and as a nation committed to the ideals of good governance and sustainable development. I look forward to receiving Mr. President, other eminent Nigerians, and friends of Imo State on these momentous occasion. Come and witness history. Join us as we celebrate vision, service, and progress. Signed, Senator Hope Uzodimma CON, Governor, Imo State.
The
the Chairman Professor Nentawi Iwata and members of the National Working Committee NWC of the All Progressives Congress APC warmly join hands with all party members across Nigeria to welcome our resourceful, promise-keeping and revolutionary President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR to Owerri, Imo State for the unveiling of the book, A Decade of Impactful Progressive Governance in Nigeria, written by Governor Hope Uzodinma. The NWC is proud to present this landmark publication to all Nigerians as a record of the achievements of the APC-led federal government over the past 10 years. Significantly, this is the first time any political party in Nigeria is boldly documenting its performance in government, its achievements, challenges and lessons for the public to assess its full view. This book underscores the sincerity, strength and character of the APC, anchored firmly on the values of accountability, transparency and progressive governance. As the #1 APC man and the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, visits Imo to unveil this historic and historicizing publication, we are proud to proclaim the APC as Nigeria's leading party. We also heartily welcome our current and former governors, members of the National Assembly, state working committees and friends of the party to this grand occasion. Signed, National Publicity Secretary.
We're discussing body wisdom, sexuality, consent, and protection. We have, of course, protection from abuse, and we have Mr. Femi Shofuluwe here in the building with us. Now, the conversation started in a particular line, and we've landed on the term consent now. How do you define this term consent?
Well, like I already said, is express permission and agreement to touch, to hold, you know.
To touch, to hold. Now, being a parenting,
your personal space, yeah.
To invade your personal space. That's the conversation here, because I remember having that conversation with my kids where if you can push your hands around you and touch someone,
that is too close.
That is too close. Now, there are a lot of family members who are very touchy-feely people. You know that whole, oh, come, let me give you a hug. And, you know, we're huggers in Nigeria. We like to hug. And at a certain point, you even notice the child is actually feeling uncomfortable.
Sure.
But they don't understand that they have the right to say no. So that conversation, how do you explain to parents how to have these conversations?
You have to build confidence in your child. Just like we already said, they need to know that their body part belongs to them. And nobody have right to it without their express permission. If somebody is touching you in a way you don't like, even let's say, to even say that they should say no when they are being touched the way they don't like, it will be too far away. You need to teach your children when being close is actually too close. There are selected number of people that can be this close to you, and that probably does not pass your nuclear family. Extended family, it shouldn't be more than handshake. Like my father will say, any handshake that is getting to the elbow is already coming with something. So they need to know the body belongs to them. Nobody have the right to invade their privacy, you know, that personal space. And you see, you need to teach them boundary. They should respect their own boundary and respect the boundary of other people. Let them know, but the boundary is not necessarily telling people what not to do to you. It's actually creating exactly the type of atmosphere you want, and you teach people not to invade it. You cannot control what people do, but you can tell them not to do whatever they are doing to you. That is boundary.
All right, so now the official age of consent in Nigeria, I believe, is 18.
18.
Now that's for actual sexual activity, right? Intercourse. But I want us to talk a bit about, you know, the little things people don't consider, like, oh, giving a very tight hug, or asking a child to sit on your lap, for instance.
What's the reason for that? That's the question. You see, parents should not be careless. Anybody that will abuse your child, they are probably very close to you. Abusers are not outsiders because children are mostly comfortable with those who abuse them. I have friends that have been abused. I have students that were abused. And you will discover that even for the child to say that this person abused me is very difficult because their parent won't believe them. Let me say this to parents. Give your children the access to be able to speak at home. Even before we start talking about sexual abuse or anything else, let your children know that their voice matters. Because anytime you shut them down, in common thing like, you know, just little discussion at home that has nothing to do with sexual, you know, matters. It's actually wiring their brain. Their words doesn't carry weight and they are unbelievable. When something eventually happens to them, the danger is that they will not tell you because you've never given them the opportunity to be expressive. The home need to be the safe haven. And a research was conducted on sexual predators, those who were, you know, already incarcerated for committing sexual offenses. And they asked them, who are the type of people that you actually go for? It will shock you. Mostly single parent children rank the most. 2, a home where the father is weak. And by weak, they are talking about physical outlook. Is just non-condescendent. A father that just shows that, a loose father, let's put it that way. They said when they see a dad who is always talking to their daughter, always talking to their son, that they have the, if they just catch the whims that in this family they talk, they usually avoid that family because it's a problematic family for them. So in your home, develop the habit of talking and let it show wherever you go that we don't keep secret in our family. If that is clear, sexual predators naturally, they will avoid your family.
By the special grace of God. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Mr. Femi Shofolo, for a very interesting month on parenting.
Thank you so much.
On Wake Up Nigeria. Good luck with your endeavors and all the other projects you're doing. And please let us know how we can be part of it.
Thank you so much.
Of course, if you miss any aspect of this segment, you can always watch it on YouTube a little later on. You have to just search for TVC Entertainment on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you'll be able to follow up on our next episodes. We're taking a quick look at what's happening in the kitchen. What's going on?
Yeah, so we're still here with Gemi Giwa, and she's turning her Eba. Her Eber. Eber. So now a very interesting question, right?
Tell me.
Yellow Gary or Ijebu Gary?
Wow. I'm a Yoruba girl.
Yeah, you're right.
Ijebu Gary.
Ijebu Gary. Are you serious?
Yeah, I just prefer the...
What does it interfere with the soup?
I think it's more about who you're making it for.
Fair enough.
It's who you're making it for that really matters.
Fair
If
enough.
you're making it for, say, an Igbo person, I think they would prefer yellow.
Yellow.
No, Jay.
Forever. No, Igbo people prefer.
No, I'm saying like it doesn't depend on who you are making. In my own way,
It's who's making it.
It's the proper thing to do. How do you put the Ijebu Gari in hot water?
You do not know.
that.
Let me shock you. Do you know that you can't really roll and throw
Ijebu Gari. Exactly. Do you understand?
Really?
Yes. That yellow Gari.
Yellow Gari, the starch inside. Oh, by the time it connects with the hot water. Oh my God.
Question.
Your intestine will just open.
Why do you want to roll and throw your food?
Why not? Part of the semantics now.
No, it's not about. It's how you take
food
gymnastics. It enters the soup.
Okay.
See, it's like a bullet. When you throw it in that soup.
Okay, so it's like
you know now. Oh,
we learn every day.
Yes.
Okay, so we made the Eba,
Yes.
but we also prepped some
other alternatives.
so you can
Alright.
see what a healthy portion of swallow looks like, right?
What is this?
This is semo.
Okay.
Semo.
And this is plantain fufu.
Okay,
Yeah, plantain amala.
Plantain amala. Okay, yes.
Plantain
Okay,
amala.
so my father will go to work and come back. I will now carry
Is
this
your
portion.
father trying to lose weight?
He's trying to be healthy.
He's trying to be healthy?
Yes.
Okay, so this is more of, I would say, a female portion. Men can definitely do a bit more, depending on their size and their weight.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So this is a female portion.
This is a female portion.
Okay, all
It's mostly
right.
the ladies, you know.
Ladies, be guided. This is a female portion.
Yeah.
So when
Right.
Edgar wants to eat now,
No.
Edgar, you can do this and a half.
I'm only trying to lose weight. So
yes, you need to gain weight. You can
I'm trying to lose weight.
Which weight are you supposed to disappear?
You don't lose your mind. You lose all the weight. It's your mind that is left. Anything you're losing now.
Edgar needs the two. You need the
No.
You add Eba to it.
I will add Eba.
I don't eat like that actually.
Yeah.
Usually when I eat things like this, I just eat two portions.
Because sorry.
I don't always finish my food.
I know.
Not because I don't want to finish it, but just because I see it in movies.
Because it's
rich people.
All right,
don't
so we actually need to take a break. But it's amazing to know. Well done, baby. You're doing great. We'll be coming back to the kitchen at the final hour. I mean at last bit. And of course, we'll be seeing our okra plated with our vegetable, plated with our eba, plated with our amala, and of course plated with our semo as well. All right.
Yes.
But now let's go on a quick break. And when we come back, our final interview will be set.
The passengers. Efficient. It's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
In 3, 2, 1, we are live.
Welcome to East Flash. I'm on the black carpet, and of course, it's Jubril of Lagos.
Well, that's it on Socialville.
When I say, I dare fool.
You already have Destiny Alpha. I know that.
I go shoot out for you.
You already know, guys. East Flash can be the best of entertainment, the best of energy, best of everything you need to get your day going.
It's East Flash every weekday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on TVC Entertainment.
Come 1st October as Nigeria marks 65 years of independence, we pause to ask a profound question. Who is a Nigerian? At 65, the question of our identity and nationhood has never been more urgent. What does it mean to truly be Nigerian?
We all have a responsibility to protect this democracy because it is the only system that guarantees our freedom.
What do we owe this nation, and what does this nation owe us?
If the citizens are not standing to hold the government accountable, if we are not raising the question that we need to raise about the kind of middle class and the kind of political class that we have today, it is very difficult for us.
Speaking as panelists are Lanre Issa Unilu, Director General, National Orientation Agency; Kadaria Ahmed, Media Entrepreneur, CEO, Daria Media; GT Ogunye, a constitutional lawyer and social commentator; and Kenneth Okenwa, a lecturer at the University of Lagos. The panel will be moderated by Nifemi Oguntoye. Join TVC News Town Square on this conversation for every Nigerian, a dialogue that could shape our future. Wednesday, October 1 at 6 p.m.
And finally, on the couch, we're joined with someone very interesting, Mbam Uche Henry, popularly known as MC Marco Polo. How you doing?
I'm good, I'm all right, I'm chilling.
All right, so like last week, Saturday, right?
Yeah.
We had the honor of literally, or I had the honor of literally hosting an event with this fireball, like Jesus Christ. But you were dropping your energy though that day. I had to keep up. I'm like,
no, but then you know the funny thing. I told you something, right?
Yeah.
And it was energy for energy.
Energy
There's
for
something about life.
Yeah.
Energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only change from one point to
bro,
another.
teach me
You
science,
understand?
sir.
So now the vibe, with
Now the
that.
vibe,
and when you did your thing,
Yeah.
I felt like we could synergize, and that was what happened. It was massive. It was
really good. I mean, I love the fact that once you stepped into that venue, I mean, I'm talking about the Sunniverse experience that happened at the Muson Center. That was last week on 20th, Saturday. I think it was literally amazing because, I mean, as an event host, that's literally what we need, right? The fact that you can actually work with someone who's trying to complement your energy, do you understand? And not someone that's trying to negate it. At that point now, as an MC, we'll talk about different things. So have you had experiences where you're like, you can't vibe with this person on stage, and how do you deal with that?
Yeah, so for me, I don't really see myself as not being able to vibe with anybody.
Okay.
So this is my perception to life, right? I come into a place and I look, I observe, I pay attention.
Yeah.
Now, the truth is, everybody has their energy vibe, you understand? And what I do is I look at your energy vibe, what you bring to the table, and then I complement with it. I flow with that energy. So if you're giving me this, so instead of me going with that energy from like a dragon point of view, I will bounce off that energy and now bring in the other side of the energy.
Yeah, so to create a balance.
Yeah,
all right. I think that's actually very smart thinking about it. Now let's go back, right? So how you literally followed into this industry, right? I'm sure going through your bio, and of course you definitely started with radio. So now let's talk about that, being a radio host and all of that. How was the experience like for you, and how did you transition from then till now?
So yeah, for me, entertainment is like a vibe, a flow, you understand? I never thought about entertainment my whole life, you understand? So for me, it was just opportunities for opportunities for opportunities. So I saw myself from secondary school, like joining the choir, doing all of these things in the school band and all of that whole thing. And by the time I was in the university, my first year in the university, I had an opportunity to host the first freshers welcome. It was my freshers welcome.
It was yours.
My
you
freshers, like I hosted it, you
wow.
understand? So this is how it happened. I was just in the room, and they were discussing about MCing. And now there was this MC that I think he's still like a very good MC, Henry Bole, then in Benue State. So he was supposed to be the host, but somehow he couldn't make it. And now they needed an MC. And I just told them, I can do this.
You can
and
do
they were
this.
like,
and they're like, oh, okay.
Well, let's go. So from there, I was privileged to MC. So when I was doing that MC job, the guy was like, okay, this guy. So he told me, you know what, there's a spot I write, and so I started from correspondence, from Harvest FM. From Harvest FM, I went to Radio Benue. From Radio Benue, I started measuring my factors with MCing and all of that whole thing. And you know, before I left school, I was like a major MC, like one of the best. In fact, I think the best MCs.
Hallelujah! Say it to the future. Say it.
And then I was already doing like gigs and all of that whole thing. And for me, that was where
everything started from. And of course, I mean, I love the fact that the entertainment industry is literally, it has so many things, right? And then you can literally snowball from one thing into another. Now look at you. I mean, I'm talking about how you're being referred to as a king of pranks. So let's talk about pranking. Well, you know, there are some pranks I watch on social media, and I'm just like, if I catch this person, if I catch you. So have you had one of those if I catch you moments?
So yeah, this for me, prank is all about social experimenting, right? So it's about looking at the things that are dangerous to our everyday life. And bringing them to the realities of people so they can see and ask. See, this is the major question. What would you do if you found yourself in this situation?
So what's the craziest prank you've actually done?
I think the
like,
craziest...
Look at that. Just look at that. What was happening there?
So yeah, this was the Mutant in Nigerian prank. I did this way in, I think that was in 2019. The Mutant in Nigeria prank. So basically it was like, how would people react if they saw someone who was probably like a mutant You understand? So in this prank, like I was acting as if I had superpowers, you understand? So this other guy is trying to attack me, and then I was like, oh, and then they fell down and stuff like that. And before you know it, everybody like went, yeah. So.
All right. So now, what would you say was the craziest you've ever done?
So for me, I think the craziest prank I've actually done was the dead body in the boot prank.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Police did not stop you.
No, it wasn't like a literal dead body. You understand? So the idea of the prank was. Getting people to be aware of the dangers of trying to help people, which of course this is the things that happen in our everyday life. So we acted with somebody acting like a dead body in the boot, you understand? Then asked random passerbys to like, okay, go into the car, start the car, while the driver runs away and leave them there. Wow. So, you know, somebody will come like a police and like, what are you doing there and stuff. So a lot of people have been into danger because of all of that whole field. So for me, why it's crazy is because there's this particular guy that we pranked and like, and the guy peaceful body. So like, you know, so when I saw that, it broke my heart like in a way that, okay, this is, we're trying to like create awareness, but this guy, guy found himself in the real life situation.
Exactly. So now that's literally where my mind is mostly. I'm like, for you, it might be a joke, it might be a prank, it might be trying to pass a message. But what of the other person that's really experiencing it? So in that situation, now what did the guy do when he realized it was a prank?
But then this is where emotional intelligence comes to play. You understand? So because at the end of the day, one thing about my pranks, if you've sat down to what my prank is. There's a level of emotional intelligence to it, you understand? Knowing when to stop, knowing how to address these issues, you understand? Because for me, I don't believe it's just about creating content and just getting the laughs.
Exactly.
You understand? I believe
for some people, that's actually all it is.
No, but then that's why if you sit down and actually see that if you really watch my pranks, and for right now, I've not really done pranks in a while, you understand? Because I looked at it, you know, there's a way you do certain things and you get to a particular level and you just give
just
it the
like,
rest.
yes, of course. So now speaking about doing that and giving the rest, right? Now in the industry, I mean, we talk about pranking, talk about skit making, it seems kind of saturated. Now, what would you have to say about the guys that are coming up and the way they're doing their things now?
So, I mean, see, life is all about evolving. You know, the truth is, everything will evolve, you understand? And when I started doing content way back from 2012, you understand? And it was the 12 seconds instantaneous make me laugh vibe, you understand? So and for me, my life is evolving, stages, you understand? So from pranking, it has been life in 60 seconds. I started this series, Life in 60 seconds. I did the room service thing. I did the Mugu map thing. I did the like virtual. These are viral contents. You understand that I've done over a long period of time. So for me, it was evolving. But then people come, people see, people want to do it. You understand? And when they want to do it, they will do it the best they can. You understand? You can't give what you do not have. That's the truth. So the truth is, right now, what we're getting is what they have.
All right, what they have.
So you can't, for me, I can't say they are doing bad or doing wrong. You know, everybody, see, the truth is.
And it's still, so it's serving a purpose in the end of the day. So now, what would you say is that one thing? There's something I noticed working with you. You think very quick on your feet, right? And you always, the same way, I mean, you see a situation, you vibe with it, and you're literally there ready to make it change to something even better. And I think it's something really brilliant, especially as an MC. You have to be quick on your feet. So now, what's that one thing you say that keeps you grounded with everything that you're doing? Because I mean, that particular day, you told me as we were quickly went for one event, you came back. Do you understand? So what is that one thing that keeps you grounded in the midst of every other thing that may seem crazy going on about you?
I mean, it's just being me. The truth is being me.
What's being you?
Being me is just realizing that I live every day as it comes. And the truth is, you cannot see. There's something they call intense realism. Saying things for what they are and not what you think they are.
They are,
Because at the end of the day, this is how it is. Stress is a choice. You can't basically change a narrative until that narrative changes itself.
All right.
So it's you knowing that at the end of the day, this is who you are.
All right.
But this situation is here. there's a bigger situation out there. So you can change your reality, but there's a bigger reality that is bigger than you. So live within that whole thing.
Bro,
so
it's giving us motivation, giving us entertainment, giving us. But before, we have breakfast ready for you.
Are you serious?
Exactly. I hope you eat swallow in the morning.
No, I don't.
You don't? You eat it today because you don't have a choice.
Wait, will I even cook food? No, tell me.
So before we go quickly, so let's talk about the ladies. I'm sure they see you a lot. So now, what's the situation with ladies? Are we single, planning something?
Yeah.
What's the plan?
I mean, I'm here, I'm single. Like
here, you're single. Okay, you're here, single here.
Yeah, like single, yeah. If I leave here, I'm single.
Okay.
But anything can happen. What God cannot do does not exist.
Does not exist. So my brother, let's go to the kitchen.
Take it easy now. But let me get my wallet. I'm coming. Hold on. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hey! No, now! No! What happened? Wait! What happened? We told you we are making calls first. What's the meaning of this? Wait! Have any contact? Did you touch him? Are you sure you didn't touch him? I was calling ambulance. Wait! Where are the ambulance? I was calling ambulance. No! Oh no! What's the meaning of this? No. Okay. Did you touch him? Wait.
That was quite intense right there.
Indeed.
Really intense. Welcome into the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen.
Yeah.
And these are my friends.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes. Yes, thank you very much.
We had breakfast for you.
What do you have for us exactly? Because this is the climax of your conversation today, our nutrition conversation.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So today we have 2 plates of swallow, right? And we've been having a conversation about Nigerian food not being unhealthy, but being healthy when balanced the right way and being able to support your goals. This plate is for someone who is trying to lose weight. And this plate for Edgar.
What God cannot do does not exist.
So why exactly is this less healthy than this?
It's not about health. It is more about supporting your goals, right? So I'm looking at this from a fat loss lens. When you're eating a lot of carbs, it does 2 things. You eat the carbs, your blood sugar goes up. We store the carbs as fat.
Yes.
Right? If you're trying to gain weight, great. If you're not trying to have excess fats, wrong, right? But the point of it is that even if you're still eating eba, you can have it with a nutritious, balanced soup. Have it with your protein. This good size of chicken, smoked chicken, delicious.
We pass off a dressing. So which are you? Are you trying to lose weight or gain weight?
I mean, I'm just okay the way I am right now.
We're trying to maintain.
So which one are you eating?
Collabo. I mean, which one do you want? We have seafood okra.
Okay.
We have efo and smoked chicken.
Okay, anyone you give me, I eat.
No!
Give me some.
Before the contest say that they do longer food now.
No, that was on me.
All right, so this is seafood okra. There's crab in there.
Okay.
You don't eat seafood.
Okay, so.
Oh, okay. He doesn't take
so
seafood.
Edgar, come on, you have to come and taste this.
Come and taste.
No, don't worry, you're a guest.
Why you don't do?
Don't worry, you're a guest. Don't worry, go ahead. Don't worry, go ahead.
So please have a taste and let us know how it tastes. Yeah. What you think?
So I am just gonna do this.
Yes. The vegetable looks, really good.
Okay, guys.
So should we add more eba for you? Is this enough for you?
You know, this is the portion.
You eat.
But I would have rather it was semo.
Oh.
You know, me and Gary, we have beef.
We have semo.
Why you not going to turn But I mean, this is really, really amazing. The soup is amazing.
Okay.
Right. Yes, thank you. Amazing.
So Gwemi has been our kitchen companion today, also our nutritionist for this Tuesday's edition of Wake Up Nigeria.
Yes, of course. And we've had such an amazing show and time out here. Thank you so much, Edgar, Gwemi, TT, Marco Polo, and to all our amazing guests.
Yes,
thank you so much. But we'll be here same time tomorrow.
Tomorrow is Independence Day! Woohoo! Where is it? Yes, so happy Independence
and
Day
we'll be having
in
a
advance.
Special
Nigeria.
edition.
Of course.
Yes, of course.
There'll
Right
be
here on Wake
a
Up Nigeria.
special edition of Wake Up Nigeria tomorrow morning from 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Make sure you join us.
Yeah.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.